Welcome to Dunder Data Python Challenge number 6. These are daily exercises to challenge your Python skills. Take all the challenges at python.dunderdata.com. So in this challenge, given any number of list of integers, return the product of the largest values in each list without using any arithmetic operators and without using a for loop. So here's a hint that will help us out. So we have to go through each one of the lists that were given, find the largest value, and then multiply all those values together and return that number. So you might be wondering how this is possible without using a for loop and without using the operators like the arithmetic operators such as the multiplication operator. Well, it's possible because the standard library has functions that will do all of the tasks that we need. So let's drop down in here and delete the raise not implemented error. And before we use any of this standard library, let's make sure that we can get the maximum value from each list. So if you take a look at some of the sample input, what we want to do is get the maximum value of each list down here first. That's what we need to do first. Let's just use a return statement. We'll use the map function because we can't use a for loop, and we will take the maximum of each one of these lists. So this is how this is done. This map function will apply the max function to each one of these lists, and we need to return it. We can return it as a list so we can actually view the object like that. So let's just go ahead and test our code right now to see if it's correctly pulled out the maximum, and it looks like it has. So now what we're going to do is we need to figure out a way to multiply two numbers together without using the multiplication operator. And this is possible. There's a function in the operator library called mul. So you just pass it two numbers, so it'll be like 3, 4, 3, 5, multiply 3, 5, and this will return as 15. So that's how it works. But what we also need to do is somehow iterate through each one of these and keep multiplying the result by the next maximum value that it finds. So interestingly enough, there is a function in the functools library called reduce, which is able to do this. So reduce takes in, we don't need the list anymore. So what we'll do is reduce will go through an iterable. So our iterable right here will just be the maximum values. So it's iterating through these maximums one at a time, and it will multiply whatever the current value is times the very next value. So it'll just use the first value as the current value, and then it'll just keep multiplying from there. So that is how we can do this without using any arithmetic operators and without using a for loop. So it's with the help of the standard library. Let's go ahead and see the result here. So it looks like it's worked correctly. 5 times 10 times 7 is 350. We can double check with the search statement right there. Okay, so that does it for Dunder Data Python Challenge number 6. If you enjoyed this challenge and would like to learn more, then come check out my books and courses at dunderdata.com. I provide a comprehensive path for mastering both Python and Pandas to produce trusted results. Below I have a few of my courses. Exercise Python will teach you the fundamentals of Python. Master Data Analysis with Python is an extremely comprehensive course that will teach you everything there is to know about using the Pandas library to do data analysis. And then my newest course is Build an Interactive Data Analytics Dashboard with Python, which is a really fun and exciting course and teaches you all the steps for launching your very own dashboard with Python.